introduce myself. I wanted to personally thank you for giving us this opportunity. Any place you want me to pitch in?
Did you need anything?
Thanks, but I really can't think of anything we need.
There's nothing in life but you.
Your dream is not in vain. For when do you find the rainbow? Only after rain. So wish on the moon, and someday it may be tomorrow. You will.
Hey.
What can I do?
Here you go, Ada. One slightly dented but still functional radar beacon.
This will do nicely. And with any luck, it'll help us trace the Mechanist signal.
Remind me how this beacon will get us closer to tracing the Mechanist's signal?
Each RoboBrain's radar beacon has unique encryption so that it can't be traced back to the source. However, acquiring 2 additional beacons should provide me with enough data to break the code. So if my theory is correct, this beacon will help us trace the Mechanist signal.
I hope getting it was worth the trouble.
I'm sorry if retrieving the component caused you any harm. I'm going to begin my decryption routine, but it could take a while. In the meantime, I've picked up another RoboBrain beacon signal. It should be the last one you'll need to collect.
So, where exactly is the last RoboBrain located?
Yes, that would be helpful, wouldn't it? If my calculations are correct, the signal is coming from... Oh, this isn't good. Location confirmed. The RoboBrain is at Fort Hagen Satellite Array, which means it's in the hands of the Rust Devils.
Happy time.
Who or what are the Rust Devils?
Allow me to explain. My old caravan encountered them once while crossing the river into the city. The Rust Devils are a group of ruthless raiders who utilize robots for their nefarious practices. They scour the Commonwealth looking for my kind. What they can't capture and reprogram, they strip for spare parts. I realize they pose a greater threat to me than you. I just want you to be well informed. That being said, despite what lies ahead, I can easily continue to decrypt the signal as we proceed. So shall we be on our way?
If so, makes sense that they're keeping a low profile. It's a dangerous idea and is met by some very mixed reactions around the Commonwealth. I guess if you are out there, good luck not getting caught. Here's Betty Hutton singing about the man she just can't stay away from. He's a demon, he's a devil, he's a doll.
He's a demon, he's a devil, he's a doll. That man can look me in the eye and tell the biggest, sweetest lie, and I forget that lipstick on his tie. He's a demon, he's a devil. devil. Sometimes I make up my mind that I'll stop being so blind and tell him off real fast.
Did you hear that? Found you.
But then it turns almost blind and there are these arms and I forget what I'm at. I wanna tell him drop dead, but I keep loving him. He'll call for me at 9 and take me out somewhere to dine, then staggers in and sings sweet and old line. He's a darling, he's a dreamboat, he's a dog. At the measles it seems to take the fight.
Time for you to hear it. Will emerge victorious. The last of them.
He's a palooka, he's a brute. He drives me crazy, but he's cute. Why do I love a guy I ought to shoot? He's a demon. He is a devil. He is a dog.
When Madame Pompadour was on a ballroom floor, said all the gentlemen obviously, the Madam has the cutest personality. And think of all the books about Du Barry's looks. What was it made of the toast of Marie? She had a well-developed personality.
What did Romeo see in Juliet, or Pierrot in Pierrette, or Jupiter in Juno?
You know. And when Salome danced and had the boys in the pants, no doubt it must have been easy to see that she knew how to use her personality.
Unless she's got a perfect personality. A girl can get somewhere in spite of stringy hair, or even just a bit bored at the knee. If she can show up
Careful, sir. I don't think we're alone.
personality.
Why a certain girl's often certain things like singing and wedding rings. Yes, that's right.
That's right.
Gotta love Butcher Pete, or love to hate him. There are some recent rumblings from Good Neighbor, and I do mean that as something of a pun. Self-proclaimed legitimate businesswoman, Bobby No-Nos has something of a reputation around the Commonwealth. That reputation may have contributed to recent talk of a less than legitimate endeavor of hers. Except there's a bit of a twist. Bobby has very conspicuously disappeared. Word is, there's no trace of her in Good Neighbor. It's unclear at this time whether she actually pulled off the job she was rumored to have been plotting. Or, if some have suggested, she crossed the wrong people and won't be seen anywhere again, ever. If you get my meaning. Elton Britt is up next. Hard to imagine a time when carrying a Geiger counter was a positive thing, but there you go.
Well, I don't know, but I've been told uranium ore's worth more than gold. So, my cad, I bought me a Jeep. I got that bug, and I can't sleep. Uranium fever has come and got me down. Uranium fever is spreading all around. With a Geiger counter in my hand,
I'm going out to stake me some government land.
uranium fever has gone and got me down. Well, I had a talk with the AEC, and they brought out some maps that looked good to me. And one showed me a spot he said he knowed, so I straddled my Jeep and headed down the road. I reckon I drove about 100 miles down a bumpy road out through the wilds, when all of a sudden I bounced to a stop at the foot of a mountain, didn't have no top. Uranium fever has done and got me down. Uranium fever is spreading all around. With a Geiger counter in my hand,
I'm going out to stake me some government land.
uranium fever has done and got me down. Well, I took the Geiger and I started to climb right up to the top, where I thought I'd find a hunk of rock that'd make it click just like I'd read about burning pig. On the second day I made the top, and I'm telling you, Steve, I was ready to stop. The only clicking that I heard that day was the bones in the back on a stray. Uranium fever has done and got me down. Uranium fever is spreading all around. With a Geiger counter in my hand,
I'm going out to stake me some government land.
uranium fever has gone and got me down. Well, you pack up your things, you head out again into some unknown spot where nobody's been. You reach the spot where your fortune lies. You find it's been staked for 17 other guys. Well, I I ain't kidding, I ain't gonna quit. That bug's done caught me and I've been bit. So with a Geiger counter and a pick in my hand, I'll keep right on staking that.
Hey.
Uranium fever has gone and got me down. Uranium fever is spreading all around. With a Geiger counter in my hand.
Take me to government land.
Uranium fever has gone and got me down.
Stalks the innocent and destroys my robot allies who only seeks to save lives. This scourge cares nothing for the progress we have made, but we will find him and bring him to justice. People of the Commonwealth, it is I, the Mechanist. I come to warn you of a new scourge. Stalks the innocent.
You don't look like one of the Rust Devils. What are you doing here?
What did the Rust Devils do to you?
They felt that by keeping my head online would prove useful to them. Fortunately for me, they're stupid enough to actually believe anything I say. Admittedly, it hasn't gotten me very far, but it has saved me from the same fate as my rather unfortunate comrades you see in pieces around you. Now, back to my original question. What are you doing here?
Hunting down a radar beacon.
A radar beacon? How very interesting. That's a very specific part to be searching for. And you don't look like the typical part scavenger type to me. I calculate a 98.8% chance that you're looking for the Mechanist. If I'm correct, and I usually am, then perhaps we can help each other with our respective predicaments.
How could I possibly help you?
Willing to listen? How surprising. I'll take that as a gesture of good faith as I describe our potential bargain. Now, how can I put this as simple as possible so someone at your processing speed can understand? In order to find a Mechanist, you're going to need more than just my radar beacon. You're going to need access to the facility. I'm willing to provide said access, but you'll have to fulfill two simple conditions. One, you need to get me as far away as you can from these lunatics. And two, find me a new body. Once both conditions are satisfied, I'll gladly provide you with everything you need. Do we have a deal?
How do I know you'll keep up your end of the bargain?
Even though there's a human brain floating in a biogel inside my head, I'm still bound by my original programming. It pains me to admit it, but one of my directives states that I cannot lie. Ever. So, while I'm not the most charming robot you've ever encountered, the last thing I'm going to do is violate an agreement we made. Now that we have that out of the way, do we have a deal? A wise decision. Once we're at our destination, I'll happily relinquish my radar beacon as a gesture of good faith. Now, I strongly suggest you stop loitering in the middle of a hostile location and get us both out of here at once. Well, come on. Let's not wait around for more horrifying monstrosities.
While those icy hands keep us free. When you hear me call out, baby, kick the wall out and crawl out through the fallout back to me. 'Cause you'll be the only.
Watch the tripwires. I'd rather keep myself intact today, thank you.
Why don't you crawl out through the fallout back to me? Why don't you crawl out through the fallout back to me?
You just heard crawl out through the fallout.
What the hell was that?
Minutemen are making waves in the Commonwealth.
This is
And that's good news for all of us. The latest word is that they've retaken the castle, an old holdout of theirs from back in the day. From everything I've heard, it was no small feat to get that back under their control. There are some real monsters out there in the Commonwealth, folks. Now that they've set up shop, I'm told the Minutemen will be in a better position to help whoever in the Commonwealth might need them. That's good to hear, don't you think? Travis Lonely Miles here, bringing you Louis Jordan with Keep a Knockin', which is what you've just got to do until the...
Cares nothing for the progress we have made, but we will find it and bring it to justice. People of the Commonwealth,
Keep a knocking, but you can't come in. Keep a knocking, but you can't come in. Keep a knocking, but you can't come in. Come back tomorrow night and try again.
You really are taking the path of most resistance here, aren't you?
come up and take my hand. When I let you go, you'll cry, oh yes, he's a 60-minute man. There'll be 15 minutes of kissing. Then you holler, please don't stop. Don't stop. There'll be 50 minutes of teasing, 50 minutes of squeezing, and 50 minutes of blowing my top. If you don't mind treating you right, come up and see your dad. I'll rock 'em, roll 'em all night long. I'm a 60-minute man. Loving man, I'll rock and roll all night long. I'm a 60-minute man. 60, they call me. I'll rock 'em all night long. I'm a 60-minute man. There'll be 15 minutes of kissing. Then you holler, please don't stop. There'll be 50 minutes of teasing, 50 minutes of squeezing, and 50 minutes of blowing my top. If you don't land me treating you right, come up and see old Dan. I rock 'em, roll 'em all night long. I'm a 60-minute man, oh yeah. 60-minute man.
Based on my limited experience with you, I estimate a 65% chance of making it out of here. Not optimal. An increase in effort could have an impact on the odds.
Working hard every day. Working every day and not getting much pay. I got a big Geiger counter, it's a pretty good rate. When the needle starts clicking, it's where I'm gonna dig. Money, money, honey, the kind you fold. Money, money, honey, rock and roll. Break it in, paint it up like hay. Have a rocking good time and throw it all away.
This is the one that ripped my head off. I demand we rip her head off. It's only fair.
Well, I can see me now in my long Cadillac.
Are you trying to get us killed?
Man, don't you know I'll be hard to stop. When I find that big uranium rock. Money, money, honey.
Anomaly detected.
Money, money, honey. Rock and roll. Break it in, paint it up like hay. Have a rocking good time. Throw it all away.
Hey.
Yes, sir. Let's take a look at what you've got.
Yes, that's me in my long Cadillac. Heading down the road and I ain't coming back. Ain't no red light gonna make me stop. When I find that big uranium rock. Money, money, honey, the kind you fold. Money, money, honey, rock and roll. Break it in, paint it up like hay. Have a rocking good time and throw it all away.
Hope you enjoyed that one. Warren Smith with Uranium Rock. Hey folks, time for some news. Though, actually... I'm sure many of you have heard You just heard Crawl Out Through the Fallout.
Hey.
Yes.
Now here's the latest from the Commonwealth. Reports suggest a chem deal gone bad outside Diamond City. Details are scarce, but it sounds like whatever happened, it was pretty violent. While there's no official connection, it has been noted that Diamond City resident Henry Cook went
You
missing
really are taking the path of most
time. If we're able to verify any further details of this story, we'll pass them on to you listeners. Just another day in the Commonwealth, huh, folks? Up next is Connie Allen. Here's Rocket 69.
Hey.
I'm as corny as Kansas in August, high as a flag on the 4th of July. If you'll excuse an expression I use, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with a wonderful guy. No more a smart little girl with no heart, I have found me a wonderful guy.
How may I be of service?
I'm as tried and as gay as the daisy in May, a cliche coming true.
Based on my limited experience with you, I estimate a 65% chance of making it out of here. Not optimal. An increase in effort could have an impact on the odds. This is the one that ripped my head off. I demand we rip her head off. It's only fair.
What the?
I would have killed her myself. Oh well. 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Good job, human.
Worry, love is passing me by. Worry, I'm so painfully shy. Of the guys get all the kisses. Why am I the one who misses? Worry, woe is me. Baby, I'm a fool about love. Maybe I should go to school about love. When it comes to getting tummy, I'll admit I'm quite a dummy. Worry, woe is me. I found out that I'm the worrying kind. I go worrying right along.
Hey.
Life is fine, but with the worry in mind, so many things can go wrong. Worry, should I hold her so tight? Worry, and my kissing her right. She said, Joe, it's you all married. I'm not Joe, my name is Harry. Worry, woe is me.
Thank goodness we are out of that hole. Don't think your job is done. I refuse to cooperate until you provide a body that meets my standards.
Find it. Anything useful?
Here's the latest word on what's happening in the
Heads up.
Commonwealth.
Here you go, Ada. The final radar beacon. I'll need that head back when you're done.
Of course. Shouldn't take but a moment.
They've recently been seen
There you
cleaning
go.
up Fort Strong.
Still in one piece. I'm not sure why you want the head back. All we needed was its radar beacon. Besides, robo-brains are notorious for being, well, a real pain in the neck.
I couldn't say. Whatever their reason.
What else do you know about them?
Quite simply, it's the first time General Atomics produced a successful union between organic matter and robotics. The brain is used both as a control unit and a data storage unit, which is far more efficient than using standard circuits. Unfortunately, there were a lot of programming issues with these robots, which caused them to be a bit, shall we say, unhinged. Hopefully, this particular robo-brain will have some of the answers that we've been seeking.
A union of organic matter and robotics? Sounds an awful lot like a synth.
Not at all. The robo-brain was built with a very different design philosophy in mind. General Atomics' intent was to use the human brain to augment the robot's functions, primarily to accelerate the decision-making process. Free thought and individuality was never intended. These were expressly built like soldiers, to follow orders without question. The robo-brain's unfortunate tendency towards violence and aggression should be considered more of a malfunction than a calculated decision.
We still need it, Ada. I believe it can help us access the Mechanist's facility.
Of course. It makes perfect sense that the Mechanist would not only keep its location a closely guarded secret, but would secure it against intrusion as well. I'm terribly sorry. I hadn't considered that possibility at all. I'm afraid when it comes to assisting humans, I'm not doing very well lately.
Why would you say something like that?
Isn't it obvious? Ever since I let my friends die in that caravan, I feel like I've been failing in my duties. I chose the route we took the day we were attacked. Perhaps if I had selected an alternate route, they'd still be alive. Sometimes I wish that Jackson had programmed me with my personality mode set permanently to disabled.
Your personality defines you as an individual. Never let that go.
You're right. All of the good memories I've experienced being Ada would be lost if my personality mode was shut down. I can't afford to lose them. I really think I needed to hear that from someone else. Thank you. Now I've distracted you for long enough. I'll finish up my calculations while you deal with our new friend, Jezebel. Hopefully, she'll be able to grant us access to the Mechanist's facility, and we can put an end to this nonsense once and for all.
Keep a knocking, but you can't come in. Keep a knocking, but you can't come in. Keep a knocking, but you can't come in. Come back tomorrow night and cry again.
I'm busy.
Each morning, a missionary advertised with neon signs. He tells the native population that civilization is fine. And 3 educated savages holler from a bamboo tree that civilization is a thing for me to see.
So bongo, 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 I don't wanna leave the Congo, no, 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 no. Bingo, bango, bungle, I'm so happy in the jungle I refuse to go. Don't want no bright lights, false teeth, doorbells, landlords, I make it clear
that no matter how they coax him,
I'll stay right here. I look through a magazine the missionary's wife concealed.
Magazine, what happens?
I see how people who are civilized bung you with automobiles.
You know you can get hurt that way, Daniel?
At the movies they have got to pay many coconuts to see.
What do they see, Donnie?
Uncivilized pictures that the newsreel takes of me.
So, bongo, 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 he don't wanna leave the Congo, no, 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 no. Bingo, bango, bongo, he's so happy in the jungle, he refused to go.
Don't want no penthouse, bathtub, streetcars, taxis, noise in my ear.
So no matter how they coax him,
I'll stay right here.
They hurry like savages to get aboard an iron train.
The Tringalingo-Hula Humbale Express.
And though it's smoky
Heads up.
Hope you find what you're looking for.
to complain.
When they've got 2 weeks vacation, they hurry to vacation ground.
What do they do, Donnie?
They swim and they fish, but that's what I do all year round.
So, bongo, 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 I don't wanna leave the Congo, no, 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 no. Bingo, bango, bongo, I'm so happy in the jungle, I refuse to go.
Tight.
Don't want no
This place
jailhouse.
is energy.
Fish hooks.
Golf club.
I got my spears.
So no matter how they coax him,
I'll stay right here.
they have things like the atom bomb.
So I think I'll stay where I am.
Civilization, I'll stay right here.
Danny Kaye there singing Civilization. There are some recent rumblings from Goodneighbor, and I do mean that as something of a pun. Self-proclaimed legitimate businesswoman Bobby No-Nose has something of a reputation around the Commonwealth. That reputation may have contributed to recent talk of a licentious endeavor of hers. It's said there's a bit of a twist. Bobby is very conspicuously disappeared. Word is, there's no trace of her in Goodneighbor. It's unclear at this time whether she actually pulled off the job she was rumored to have been plotting. Or, if something general, she crossed the wrong people and won't be seen anywhere again, ever. If you get lucky. For anyone coming back to Diamond City from a trip out to the Commonwealth, this one's for you.
I love those dear hearts who live in my hometown, because those dear hearts and gentle people will never ever let you down. They read the good from Friday till Monday. That's how the weekend goes. I've got a dream. I will there one day with picket fence and rambling road. I feel so welcome. Time that I return, that my happy heart keeps laughing like a cloud. I love those dear hearts and gentle people who live and love in my hometown. They read the good book from Friday till Monday.
Interesting. This body you selected for me isn't quite what I had envisioned, but it will have to suffice.
What kind of body were you expecting?
Considering I look like a junk bot that's been hastily welded together by an amateur, I'd say almost anything else would have been better. However, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, given your limited skill set derived from your equally diminished intelligence.
I'm sorry you feel that way. It's the best I can do.
Yes. Well, it's certainly better than being stuck to a machine surrounded by rust devils, poking and prodding me for their amusement. Look, it's obvious we don't care for each other's company, which suits me just fine. So, why don't you ask me everything you wanted to know, and then I'll be on my way.
You aren't stuck here. You could leave if you wanted.
You've created an interesting stalemate between us. Something I didn't expect you to be capable of. I'm impressed. It's been a long time since I've been outsmarted. Why don't you go ahead and ask me your questions?
Why did General Atomics make you so uncooperative?
I haven't the faintest idea of what you're talking about. I am a top-of-the-line model, with an efficiency rating that makes Mr. Handy look like a glorified toaster oven. When given a set of instructions, I will complete them without question and without error. Now, were there any other ridiculous questions you wanted to ask?
But when I think of you, another shower starts.
Tell me everything you know about the Mechanist.
Now there's a fascinating subject. The Mechanist, amazingly adept at programming, a veritable genius with electronics. I'm not surprised you're interested. I've been dutifully carrying out the Mechanist's instructions to help the people of the Commonwealth for quite a long time.
But too much is falling in my into each heart some tears must fall. But someday the sun will shine. Some folks can lose.
Helping the people of the Commonwealth? You?
Absolutely. It's my primary directive. The Mechanist instructed me to seek out and help the people of the Commonwealth. By my calculations, the easiest way to help a human is simply to destroy it. There's no point in prolonging a laughably fragile life. It's the most efficient way to assist them. Any other effort to help tends to result in numerous complex side effects.
The Mechanist gave you these instructions? To kill people?
Well, not exactly. The specific instruction was to help people. I merely interpreted the most efficient way to perform my duties. Assisting a human to the best of my abilities only affords a 25% survival rate. That means there's a 75% chance that despite my efforts, the human I'm assisting will die from something beyond my control. Therefore, it's better to hasten the human's death and put them out of their likely chance of misery than to deplete my limited time. It's actually quite elementary. But given your minimal intellect, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised you don't understand.
Can we stop with the petty bickering and just get to the part where you tell me how to access the Mechanist's facility?
I promised to answer your questions. And unlike humans, I don't have the capacity to lie. It's rather simple, really. In order to gain entry to the Mechanist facility, you're going to need to outfit one of your robots with an MSAT modification. I'll upload the plans to your Pip-Boy device. There. I've fulfilled my portion of our agreement. Perhaps I'll remain here for a while and see how things resolve between yourself and the Mechanist. Purely for my own amusement, of course. I suspect you'll have quite a tale to tell once you return. But then again, I'd be surprised if you ever return at all.
One showed me a spot he said he knowed, so I straddled my Jeep and headed down the road. Reckon I drove about 100 miles down a bumpy road out through the wilds, when all of a sudden I bounced to a stop at the foot of a mountain that didn't have no top. You ready and
Look alive.
What can I do for you?
Hey, Ada.
I trust you've completed your business with Jezebel. I hope she wasn't too difficult.
Is there a chance these robots could be misinterpreting orders?
Yes, I've considered the possibility. The contradictory nature of the Mechanist's broadcasts are troubling. But the truth is, regardless of intent, the Mechanist needs to be stopped. These robots are too much a threat. Were you able to discover how to gain access to the Mechanist?
Think we can trust what Jezebel said? I'm hoping she doesn't have her own interpretation of the word access, too.
We'll soon find out. What did she have to say?
I need to outfit a robot with something called an MSAT. Jezebel gave me the plans.
A custom modification that acts as a key to the Mechanist facility. Very smart. In fact, chances are high the MSAT may be required for multiple access points, like a robot identification card. As for my task, I was able to decrypt the signal with the final radar beacon. The source is coming from a Robco sales and service center, most likely a front for a larger operation. It's time to take the offensive. Have you formulated a plan?
Did you have any ideas?
I am at an impasse. I wish to see the Mechanist endure the same fate as my friends, but I know this to be due to my personality subroutine. When I compartmentalize, I want to know reason and motive before passing judgment. This is why I leave the decision to you. Now, if you're ready, I believe you have an MSAT to install.
This tidbit really ticks the king, and you gotta believe me when I say I'm not making this up. There have been reports of, I'm dead serious now, a Chinese submarine seen off the coast, heading out to sea. How long it's been here, and what it's been up to, are anyone can guess, but I think you should all be thankful. Way out. Like I said, hard to believe. But there you have it, folks, the latest, craziest news from Diamond City Radio. Now we've got pistol packing mama from the record packing daddy named Dave Crosby.
Lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing mama, lay that pistol down. Oh, drinking beer in a cabaret, was I having fun?
It's always fascinating watching you create.
She caught me right, now I'm on the run.
Oh, lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down.